What's going on, everybody? It's Q Jackson, host of BLK Talk. Look, I was over here preparing for another amazing episode, but look, I need you guys to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell so that you guys don't miss any of our amazing conversations. Have a new episode coming to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, everybody? It's Q Jackson, host of BLK Talk. And yes, I'm back with another amazing episode and an amazing guest. Today, we are talking to the icon himself, Mr. I'm grooming everybody's dog here in Atlanta and around the world, Mr. Dominique. Dominique, thank you so much for joining me today on BLK Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
You make me sound like I'm worldwide.
I mean, hold on. After this conversation, the people going to understand why you are worldwide.
Yes.
All right. So look, tell the people a little bit about who you are.
I'm a young black entrepreneur, dog groomer. A lot of people don't understand that profession is almost unheard of in our black community. A lot of people are not dog groomers, but yeah, I'm a dog groomer to the celebrities out here, and I'm also a TV personality. A lot of people know me from the show Chasing Atlanta. And outside of that, I'm just a young black man out here trying to make my mama proud.
And I mean, you are out here doing a lot, and I had the opportunity to become familiar with you because of the show. Now, I'm not gonna lie. After loving hip hop Atlanta, shout out to Mona for everything you're doing.
Hey, Mona.
I said, you know what, ratchet reality TV is just not for me. Cause I be feeling like I need to pray afterwards. Some of them shows will get you in that mood. But Chasing Atlanta, I knew a few people that were connected to it, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and watch it. So I actually had the opportunity to watch it from literally beginning to end. And you were one of the people on the show that I didn't feel bad looking at and liking and being like, okay, this person is on the show, this is a likable character, and they're actually doing things. No shade to anybody else out there, but they're actually doing things that they can actually talk about and was actually true. So let us know how the opportunity for the Chasing Atlanta came about.
Just to go back to the beginning, but when I first moved to Atlanta, I was moving over right after I finished Grooming Academy. And
so hold on, did you catch that? Like, this ain't somebody that just grabbed some shears and started cutting up the dog.
Oh no,
academy. Okay, trained.
Yeah. So I started that in Birmingham, and I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama. And as soon as I got done, I went up to my grooming instructor and I was like, I want to move to Atlanta and groom celebrities' dogs. And I'll never forget, this is a 58-year-old Caucasian woman, she just looked at me in my eyes and she was like, do it.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna do it. And so I moved over here and I just began working at animal hospital called VCA. And it was a nice opportunity, but the first celebrity client that I just used to jump in their DMs. And I sent her pictures of my work, and it was Quad from Married to Medicine.
Okay, hey Quad.
Yes, hey Miss Quad, you got it, girl. We know. But and she actually took a chance with me, and it's history from there. I've been out here grinding since I got to Atlanta, and I've been very blessed in the process.
See, so 8 years you've been in Atlanta.
Yes.
You have groomed some of the top celebrities, not only ATL celebrities, but celebrities that are worldwide, like Candy, worldwide. So out of all the clients that you've had, who are some of the most faithful clients that you've had?
I gotta give a shout out to Missy. Missy Elliott is one of my most loyal clients. I literally just left her house, looking just like this. You know how we do.
You groom dogs like this?
Not everybody, dog. You might see me in some sweats and a t-shirt day to day, but today was a special occasion because I had to come see you.
See, Just for me.
Just for you.
From Missy to me.
Yes. So Missy, I go to her to groom her dog every like 2 weeks almost.
Okay.
So and I see my clients in person. I don't deal with assistants and all that. Like this is free meet and greets around here. But I would say Des Dior. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but she's an up and coming rapper and personality. She's on the Impact ATL right now. It was on BT Plus, but it's going to be airing on VH1 now.
Oh yes, yep, very familiar. Yep.
So now my work was on BT Plus, but now we're going to be on VH1 because they'll be airing like the old episodes.
Okay.
So I know the dog will be featured in some of the episodes, and you know, Des Dior is a very loyal client. See her every probably 3 weeks, definitely every month. Miss D from Dancing Dolls on Lifetime. Coco, shout out to Coco. You know I love you, girl. That's one of my babies, and you know it's just a personal relationship that I make with these people, and it just becomes a bond with the parent, the dog. It's just a family affair.
Now let's rewind a little bit. Deciding that you want to groom dogs, so it's just dogs. You know, nobody's cats or.
I mean, I'm trained to groom cats, but no, I do want to retire and get me a horse and groom a horse one day. You know, become like a horse groomer or whatever.
Start selling the little
Yeah,
tail hair,
some bundles and stuff.
Exactly.
You know, but other than that, I mean, I think dogs are my passion. I feel like God put me in this career path because I know I have something greater. Like, you know, I deal with people with dogs that are blind, dogs that are old. I have 3-legged clients. You know, I love all their little bad butts the same. I don't know if we can cuss on here.
Absolutely. Ass is the word he was going to say.
Okay, they little badass. So it's just like, you know, I just love what I do. You know, I think about my dogs all the time. I know the love I have for my dogs. So just making them cute is taking it to a whole nother level. Because when they pick up, you know, you got that TheIconNique haircut, and you ready to hit the city with your little pooch.
See, how did you get into that though? Like, did you grow up in a house with dogs? What is it about dogs that just makes you so passionate?
So I could not have pets growing up.
Oh.
I didn't have a goldfish, a guinea pig. I didn't have.
Well, first of all, don't nobody want no little rats running around the house.
So it's crazy because that was like one of the first pets I tried to have. You right, them little rats, because it was just too much. But we ain't gonna talk about guinea pigs because I don't care about them. But yeah, I mean, when I first moved out, I found a little poodle in the community I was living in, and I groomed her. It was a fool. But I took her to get professionally groomed at a PetSmart, and the feeling that I got when they brought her out, it was just overwhelming. It was just like, oh my God, like they just transformed my dog. And I wanted to learn how to do that because for one, we finna save some coins around here. And two, it's like, I don't know, it was something that interested me. Like, it intrigued me. It was just like, wow. So that's when I started working at PetSmart, and I became a bather, and I took it serious. I was like, I just want to learn how to do this for real. And I became a bather at PetSmart, and that went to me going to Grooming Academy, which went to the lady telling me to do it, which led to me to be in Atlanta in front of you.
Wow. See, that's crazy how one moment in life can change like the whole trajectory of your life. Yeah. Because prior to that, like, what was your idea about like what you wanted your career to be in life?
Oh, I wanted to be a school teacher. Just being completely transparent. I think this is exclusive. I don't think I've told anybody this ever. So when I was 17, my mom found out I was gay. I was literally the head drum major at my high school. I was AB honor roll student, doing amazing. And I still love my mom to death, but I don't understand some of her decisions. But she literally found out I was gay one day at like 5 p.m. and she shipped me off to Atlanta, Georgia. She didn't withdraw me from school or anything. So I literally had to get like my GED. I'm getting emotional talking about it. So it was like from that very moment when I felt like everybody turned their back on me, I just found a way to make a way for myself. I wanted to be a school teacher, but due to me, I didn't even get my GED till I was like 19. You know, because from 17 to 19, those 2 years were some of the hardest years of my life, trying to figure out who I was gonna be, what I was gonna be. What am I? Like now at this point, I feel like being gay is like the worst thing in the world. But I also know I'm not fit to please anybody but myself.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be happy. So, I mean, I was working at Target. I was always an overachiever. So, you know, of course, I was like the team leads, and you know, I worked at Walmart for a spell. Ended up being a CSM there. But like I said, once I found that dog and started working at PetSmart, it did turn into like an hourly job that I wasn't getting as much, you know, as I was getting as a CSM or a team lead, and I didn't get as many benefits. But at the same time, I saw the bigger picture.
So okay, now you said your mother. At that, first of all, who was in Atlanta that she like shipped
My
you
dad's
to?
mother.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my dad's mother, and she lived in McDonough. So, I mean, to her, that's where we used to go visit for the summer. So I guess to her, it was like a quick fix. But I really don't think she thought that through.
Now, thinking about like that moment, I know you don't think in the moment like how that part is going to positively affect your life, because all you're thinking about is, okay, this relationship I have with my mother is different and I'm no longer in the house. But like now, as you've gotten older, and you know, I'm sure you two have talked about a lot and hopefully patched things up and gotten to a much better place. Hopefully. Do you think your mother, in a way, it's crazy to kind of say it like this, but maybe she sets you up for greatness by doing what she...
No regrets. Okay. No regrets. I never, one thing I can say, just being honest, because like I told him, I'm an open book before I did this, we haven't talked like deeply about those things in those times. It was kind of brushed under the rug once they saw I was successful, and I never came back home, and he's living in Atlanta, and he, you know, he's making it. You know, it was kind of like, oh, ooh, that's something I can brag about. Like, you know, my son do Missy Dog, like, you know, but I gotta take what I can get, because I'm not gonna go backwards, because I'm in therapy and I'm searching for that healing, and I understand that one day we do have to have that conversation. Yes. But at the same time, I know there's a time and a place, and I don't want to wait till it's too late. But at the same time, we both have to be ready. Am I ready? Yes. But I can't force her, because it's going to take a mediator. It's going to take a therapist. My family don't see therapy as a thing. They just don't. They just don't. Not my mother's generation. Me, my older brother. It's a different time. We get it. Yeah. You know, it takes marriage therapy to actually have a marriage, as far as my older brother and his wife. Like they don't see that being outside the norm. So they do it, and it's healthy.
That's crazy though, that like this generation of people, what are we, Gen something, I
think with the millennials, I mean, I'm a 90s baby. So yeah.
I'm an 80s baby. Late 80s baby. So
yeah,
like anybody under 45, I feel like a lot of us in a lot of ways are responsible for breaking those generational curses that we've experienced. Yeah. You know, our grandparents, their parents told them, you know, don't let what's going on inside the house outside the house, and you know, you can't really.
I'm from Alabama, so it was very southern rooted. Like it was very bad, and I feel like, just being honest, I never hold her too accountable, because like I said, before that happened, I was on the AB honor roll. I was on the right track. I was a good kid. I went to the library every weekend. She didn't let us get in trouble. Ooh, like my mom did.
Library.
Yes, I used to just have fun. She allowed me to be a kid, but like that gay shit just was too much. Like, oh my God. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm a bad bitch. My mom knows that. They see me. They like my little outfit. They call it my little outfit. So it's like, I became that bitch with nobody behind me, you know, and when I went into different situations, it helped me be stronger.
So with something like that, how do you accept like praise from people, like congratulations from other people, if you felt like a lot of the things that you've accomplished, you did it standing like on your own? How do you except when people come and they congratulate you and they compliment you, like family, say for
Yeah,
instance.
yeah. It's humbling, but at the same time, when you say family, I want to make sure it's genuine.
Okay.
Now,
or relatives, because
relatives.
there is a difference.
Yeah, relatives. So I just want to make sure it's genuine. Again, like for instance, I ain't gonna call them out, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know who's gonna see this, but it is what it is. Call me. For instance, I'm going on tour with Missy this summer. I ain't heard from one of this particular relative in years. Oh, we gonna get a suite when she come to Atlanta? Excuse me? Like I might have a suite and I might have my girls in there, but
that don't mean you're welcome.
It's not giving that for you, babe.
Yeah.
Like I see who sees me. And I also know who supports me. And I have some friends that are my family. Not somebody I consider family, they are my family.
Okay.
You know, I don't play by my friends. You better watch the show Chasing Atlanta season 4 through 6. I don't play by my friends because I hold them tight because I've lost so much and I felt so disposable. It is what it is. But I love my people.
I don't know why that just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
We might talk about that off camera. We're going to get a little tissue and talk about that. But, wow. Now, when it comes to, like, the relationship with your mother, the relationship with different people in your family, and you are the one that kind of are introducing them to different things. Having someone in their family that's a part of the LGBT lifestyle, somebody who's known, somebody who's not, I guess, a stereotype of what most people would think.
Yeah.
Are there conversations that you guys have where they're like questioning you about different things and you're educating them on different things within, you know, life?
Oh, I feel like that's not my job.
It's not, but that don't mean they ain't gonna come to you.
I mean, I feel like I've had my family pass around pictures, or you know, I go to like these parties, like deviant events and stuff, and my messy ass little cousins be on my page and shit, and you know, they be doing little shit like that. But nobody has ever questioned me, and I'm also not fit to defend my lifestyle or my choices because I know I make good choices. I'm living my life. Like I'm young. You live your life. You did what you wanted to do. People may know about it. People may not. But at the same time, I'm going to do what makes me happy.
No, but what I'm saying, and kudos to you for that, but what I'm saying is because they have somebody in their family that's a part of the LGBT lifestyle, even though it wasn't something that they necessarily accepted, you know, now because they want to feel like they're, you know, connected to you.
It's not much of that type of reaching out, but I will say, okay, for instance, my little sister, like, she understands how to respect trans women. She understands how to use people pronouns correctly. She understands there's a time and a place to, you know, kind of a tone. Yeah. You know, you can't say certain things when it pertains to us, you know, in my community, and vice versa, you know, because I'm not in a straight community, but I know how to handle myself. Like, I'm good in any hood, like, for real.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the Chasing Atlanta experience. Now, how, like, was it a casting? Was it like, how did you become a part of the show?
So I saw that he was having casting calls. This was back when they used to just post a flyer. I think this not the Craigslist times, because I heard they used to post ads on Craigslist and Jack.
Oh.
But that ain't my ministry. I saw it on Instagram, and I was watching the show because of Lauren England. She's from Birmingham, Alabama, where I'm from. So I was familiar with
Alabama people.
Okay. So I was familiar with the show, but it was season 3 that really made me say, bitch, maybe you should do it. Because I had just moved to Atlanta. I think they did season 3 around 2017, 2018-ish. But I casted for the show in 2019. I went into the casting call, and I think we were supposed to have like 3 rounds. But after my first casting call, we was in the door. They told me, you know, we would love for you to be a part. Look forward to your next email for your sign-on contract. And Yeah, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but yeah, they picked me real quick.
Now, what did you give in that casting process that was just like, okay, you don't need to go these next couple rounds. Like, we want you. What did you present to them?
I'm sure the viewers see it and feel it. I'm just different. Like, I'm different. I did something different. I dressed different. Um, and I feel like they saw the potential. Even if it wasn't there, they saw the potential. And that's why I always give Andario his praise, because I feel like he saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And that's helped me become the person I am today. Like, I'm able to sit in front of all these lights, all these cameras, and these gadgets and things, and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I know I'm helping somebody. I know somebody's going to hear this, see this, and it can help them in a major way. And all I got to do is show up.
Now, you have shown, like, quite a bit of your journey. And there was some things, like, on that last season that I was just like, oh, God, he's fighting. No, not him. But
beat a bitch up, yeah.
But you did it. And, you know, and we all saw it and we watched it. Now, throughout your time on the show, like, what are, like, the top 3 things that you even sit back and you like, damn, I really did that?
But
not
in
good,
a bad way?
In the bad way.
Ooh.
Like fighting somebody.
Okay, so I'm going to go with it's no particular order. I'm going to just go with what comes to my head. So definitely one of the moments is me approaching Rico Cassadine while I was drunk.
Okay.
That ensued him macing the entire crowd.
Oh.
So I didn't agree with Nick doing that, but bitch, don't play with me and ask me to drop my pen, because when I see you, I'm going to ask, what the fuck is that about, bitch? And that's what I did, and I got maced, and I was ready to, you know. But I got to stop that. Well, I have stopped that. Let me, you know, I have stopped it. I've learned how to approach situations.
So you just got real calm.
Yeah. I've learned how to approach situations, but at the same time, I've had to fight for everything I got. So I feel like, don't play with me. Especially when it comes to my relationships and things I care about. Because let's keep it real, before that happened, people had made diss tracks about sleeping with my ex and all that type of stuff. So I wasn't playing with nobody. I don't care who you are, big, small, it is what it is. I demand my respect because I give it.
Yeah.
I give it first. I don't even look for it first. I give it first. So when it get disrespectful, I'm going to meet you in the middle. So, you know.
Number 2.
I really don't have many regrets. The situation with me and Travis, I hate that it was painted like he was trying to sexually assault me, or it was given like predator or something like that, because that's not the case. I just felt like I've been through things in my life where I have been molested, and I just don't like people touching on me unless it's warranted. Yeah. But it got spun into something totally different. But that was my first time doing reality TV, and this became a big thing, and now it's on the show. But I never wanted that for him. I respect Travis. He tried me at the reunion, but he saw what it was. Regrets. I wish I could have been there for Kendra more.
Now, since the show is over, are you there?
We're okay.
Now? Y'all good? Who do you still talk to from the show now that the show's over?
I still talk to, I'm going to say talk to / supports. So that means if I see you on Instagram or something like that, if I'm still liking your shit, that means I fuck with you. So, I still talk to Drew. I talk to 7. Let me say 7. I talk to 7. I talk to Willa. I talk to all of production. I still talk to...
Talking to all of production, do that mean like you might be working on something? I mean, if we talking to production now.
You know, I'm always going to stay in good graces with the people that bless me so I can bless them so they can bless me and we bless together. So, to keep my list going, I still communicate with Oliver. You know, if I see J Twan and We Were Born posting some stuff, I'll support them, but that ended real rough for season 6, but I still respect them as artists. I know they're amazing at what they do, so I still support. Who am I missing?
I don't know who's in your call log.
Child, I'm gonna just say that's it.
Okay. So, so you said throughout during the interview process, you had the opportunity.
Oh, and Rico with a K. That's my brother. Just talked to him last night, but we talk every day. So,
yeah. So Rico, don't feel bad that you was named last.
I love you.
Yes, exactly.
And you know it.
So you said that there were things that you got the opportunity to learn about yourself throughout your time on the show. What were some of those things?
I actually learned to love myself. You know, I had just jumped into this show and I really was a broken like little boy that didn't even really know who he was or what the capacity of what his gifts would bring him. Like, you know, I just didn't know. And being on this show, it put a drive in me. Like, I feel like I would accomplish all these things, but I also feel like Chasing Atlanta really put a fire up under my ass to be successful. Not to just show it off, but to do it for yourself so you can show them you can do it too. You know, and that's what I've done. I've always remained humble. You know, I've worked with really big names. You know, I'm finna be all across the globe. But it's all because I believed in myself and I showed up every day for myself with my craft. Like, I'm going to show up looking good. I'm going to show up and be able to present a product. I'm a groomer. Like, I can show you I can do this. Like, I can really transform your dog for you looking like this and also being a personality that's relatable, that you can understand, like, you need to brush this dog bag. Like, if you want her cute, and I'm going to make her cute. But if you don't do it, she gonna like a little rat.
Now, there's some things that I want to ask you later because there's some things about like dog grooming that I've been seeing on social media. And I'm like, wow, what the hell? But you mentioned that when you came on the show that you were a broken individual. Now you have gotten to a place of healing, acceptance, comfort, all of that other type of stuff. And I know throughout the course of the show, the introduction of therapy was there. And the therapist that you guys used is somebody that you had a very close relationship with. And you still use to this day. So for you, how important was it to experience therapy, and like what has therapy done for you?
It was very important for me to explore therapy because, for one, it was something I had never done. Of course, I look for my guidance from the Lord above, but at the same time, I felt like I needed someone in the physical to hear me, you know, to offer some type of guidance and just resolution to some of the issues I was going through. If it's something that you know about, help me. Like, help me, bitch. Like, because it really... I started while I was in a relationship. I always wanted to do like relationship therapy with my ex. It never really happened. But at the same time, I did it for myself. And I just learned to find out who I was. You know, it helped me to know that everybody has different viewpoints. And, you know, it's all about the way you react, and learn to center yourself, and, you know, thinking before you react. Is it worth it? Like, you know, those are all the things I needed to learn that I never got from either of my parents. You know, my mom and my dad separated when I was 5 years old. So I've always known my dad, but my dad was never presently in my life teaching me the ways of life. And again, I told you about my mom. So it was like, she did what she could, and she did a damn good job, because she does have some qualities that she instilled in us that I live by to this day. So, you know, shout out to you, girl. And I just wanted to, you know, showcase what I had, you know, and therapy was one of those things. I offered it to all of my cast members.
Now,
Season 4, Kendra got the therapist. Oliver, Troy, all of them got introduced to the therapist.
And it seems like maybe in the last 10 to 15 years, therapy has become something that is not only popular, but it's needed. Because as we mentioned before, like when it came to certain generations, there were certain conversations that they were not willing to have. So when we talk about therapy, that's just like we're not letting somebody outside of the house come in and learn about what we got going on. For me, I was very hesitant, but life happened, and I'm like, look, I'm about to break down. I'm gonna end up, somebody is about to not be here anymore. And not talking about me, but I was gonna take some people out. But I didn't, thank God for that.
Right.
But throughout therapy, it's so crazy. You go for one thing and you sit up and you have conversations and you learn about stuff that you never even realized that you had gone through. And it was crazy because I was sitting in my bed on the phone with the therapist. I think it was during COVID, sometime during COVID, and he asked me one question. And it just started flowing like a fucking waterfall.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I never understood that because of this one thing right here, it caused this to happen and a chain reaction that 37 years later, I'm trying to deal with.
Yeah.
But it helped and it was needed. Now for you, like going back to like childhood or, you know, that 17-year-old, are there things that therapist took you through past wise to get you to where you are today?
Yeah, he's definitely helped me peel back the layers. Shout out to Toyin Dixon. I always give him his credit because, like I said, I have been through so much. It's a lot of things I haven't talked about. Like, I have felt literally worthless. Like, you know, even when it came to my relationship, I've always felt disposable, you know, in a sense. And still to this day, I struggle with that because I've lost friendships that I care so much about, you know, but I can only give so much, you know, because at that point I'm giving my energy for no reason. And you value people so much, but at the same time you also have to learn sometimes you gotta let people go to make room for that blessing to come through, you know, because having certain people around you will really delay your blessing sometimes.
That's true.
And God just be waiting on you to separate yourself and you just be forcing stuff. And it's like years later, you could have been had that car. You could have been had that new opportunity. You could have been elevated.
But you were focused on the wrong thing.
You focused on the wrong thing.
And it's crazy that you say that disposable part because it was a conversation I was literally having with a friend last night. And I was like, I don't understand when it comes to certain things in my life. I had never felt worthy in a lot of different ways. And it wasn't because of my parents. Like, my parents were there, they were good, and they did what they could with what they were given. But it was like different people in my life that I'm just like, you know, I never felt good enough for them. And it seemed like I did everything that I could to make you see me. And that was not the case. And I felt like that kind of went into like different friendships and relationships that I would have throughout the years.
Yeah.
And I never understood, and I even asked myself this question yesterday, why is it so easy for people to walk away? And you had mentioned that sometimes you have to let people go so that the blessings you need or that are prepared for you can come into your life. But the crazy thing, like when you get to talking to God and praying and doing all this other stuff and you ask for certain things, those certain things are going to come in a way that you don't even realize.
Yeah.
Like, hell, I'm sitting here, I'm therapizing myself right now.
Yeah.
But realizing that in order for me to get to that next level, these things that I held on to were not good. And even though I wasn't the one that chose to walk away, they walked away.
But that's why you have to pray for guidance and trust.
Yeah.
You got to pray for guidance, and right after that, you got to trust God to do what you just prayed about. Like, even if it comes at the disposal of friends or the separation of family members. Like, you You just have to trust God and walk that path.
Yeah.
You know, it may be scary. You may be lonely. You may end up in a hotel room, but who's to say you don't know? I got a house on the way for you. You just have to be ready. I had to put you in that situation so you'll appreciate that house and wake up and be thankful. We go so many days without even saying thank you, God.
Yeah.
So many years, months, days, it don't matter, but I feel like that's something that should be done as often as possible.
You know, this is crazy. Like, I'm sitting there and we're having this conversation, and I literally have a therapy appointment in 72 hours. And this is stuff I was going to ask him. Now I don't even want to talk to him no more.
Yeah, I'm telling you. God is good.
We know.
I might be ghetto, but I'm telling you, I look for guidance. And I'm trying to find that healing. I ain't healed all the way.
But you're on the path, though. Like, I think that's the big thing. You're willing to, as Iyanla says, beloved, you're willing to do the work to get to that place. Like, for anybody who wakes up every day and feels like you are perfect, you are a motherfucking liar. Yep. Okay, because there are always things that we could be better at. There are always ways that we can grow more. There are always things that we can learn. And if you're not the type of person that understands that, then guess what? In your relationship, in your friendships, and anybody that is surrounded by you, you're probably the problem if you feel like you don't have more to learn and do in life. Now, speaking of doing more in life, so in addition to the grooming, in addition to being this reality TV presence, there are more things that you are working on.
Yes. Outside of, like I said, preparing to go on tour with Missy, I'm working on the first series of my children's books that I want to release. Thank you.
Oh, you better be out here working for real.
Yes, for real. And I've been working with Darius. Some of you may know him from the Chasing Reality platform, but he has multiple children's books already released. He's helped me come up with this concept about a young boy who gets his first puppy. Basically my story through the eyes of like a 5-year-old. And we're going to just work our way up with the age groups as far as like, you know, the reading levels and everything. And like I said, the first installment should be out by this summer. It will be out by this summer. I would love to drop it by my birthday. Okay. So we're working on the illustration and everything right now. And I'm super excited about that because I feel like I can touch so many other children and inspire them to grow up and love dogs and maybe become a veterinarian or a dog groomer, because it's a very like financially stable career path you can really have. Like, a lot of people think dog groomers make nothing. You can live comfortably being a dog groomer. And I just want to show them that. And like I said, through this book, I can show them, you know, a day at the vet or Titan goes to the grooming salon, and you can see that process and be inspired.
And then you can inspire them to be the very person that you wanted to become. That one moment that changed your life, you can encourage them too to be those people. Now, we were having a conversation earlier about your dogs and how important to you they are. Tell us about like that relationship with a dog and its owner, man and his best friend.
Oh my God! Do you have tissue?
And happy early birthday to
Titan.
To Titan.
Titan turns 8 years old tomorrow, my baby. But
that's the name of a book. Titan turns 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gonna have a party, and he gonna have a whole bunch of bad bitches over. But no, I'm kidding, guys. But yeah, Titan has had a litter of puppies. So
right now.
Well, his puppy's grown. He got grown children.
Oh, because Titan
8
years old. Can he still?
Yeah, he can do his thing. Don't play with him.
Oh, okay. Well, next time
see him at the dog park. Meet us at Piedmont.
What kind of dog is Titan?
Titan's a Yorkie mix, and I have Mac, and he's a Shih Tzu. And that's Ty's brother, and he's like my adopted child, but I still treat him the same. Somebody left him at the salon one day. And I brought him home, and he's so sweet. I love him. And but Titan, I've had him since he was born. I was babysitting his parents. They was humping all night, and they made Titan, and he was the only puppy. Oh. And we kept him. Me and my ex got him, and we raised him, and he's here 8 years later. He done been with me through so much, like so much. So shout out to Titan.
So when people, people who are not pet owners, they look at people with pets. They be like, "Ugh, why are you doing this for your dog? Why are you doing that for your dog?" And people call dogs their children. Like, so for the people who don't understand those type of relationships, can you sum it up?
They are our children. A lot of people can't have children and conceive, so you're literally raising this being that understands you, that gets you, that know when you coming home, to trust you, to hold that pee and poo until you get home, because they know their daddy is coming home to take care of them. Like, it's a bond that you have with this animal, this creature, this being, and it's irreplaceable. I feel like outside of a human, baby, I got my dog. Because I never feel alone. My dogs travel. My dogs have been to Miami. They've been to New Orleans. Up north. They've been to Detroit. Like,
so
they're well traveled.
Would you ever add any more dogs to the bunch? I mean, we got 2 right now, and some dogs are territorial. Like my sister's dog, she got like a dog for my mother and brought that dog around, and like her dogs were like, just
no,
not really accepting. Really.
No, I do want to get a puppy, but I might just wait until Ty's at least like 10. Daddy is out here grinding. I'm trying to make a way for us, trying to get us up out the hood for real this time. But we're doing good. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. They live a great life. But yes, I would love to add a puppy. I would love for him to have a little sister. And I do want to continue having dogs throughout my life. And I have to accept that at some point in some time, my babies are going to go. But I want to have someone there.
You could have them for a while, because you were talking about one of your clients' dogs, and the dog was almost 20.
Yeah, Missy had Hoodie, and he was 18, and he passed away right before Thanksgiving last year, 2023.
Is that like 597 in dog years?
Yes, R.I.P. Hoodie, you held yourself. You held on as long as you could.
Years almost. That's a generation.
Yeah, so we love our dogs, and we'll do anything for our dogs, and that's something that my clients can see and we relate on. So I'm just happy to be a part of the pet parent crew.
The pet parent crew, the pet grooming crew, like
the bad bitch crew.
And literally, like, bitches, because bitches are dogs. Well, female dogs.
Yeah.
But, like, when you talk about dogs, like, it's like you just light up.
Yeah, those my babies.
Like, I love that. And I love that for you. I love that you found something that, like, you could be passionate about. Something that you can create a lifestyle with. Something that you can do more than just one thing with. Like, you're building on top of things that you're already doing. And it takes a lot of people a very long time to find that.
Yeah, I'm thankful. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but I'll be 33 this year. And a lot of people think like, oh my God, my birthday coming up. Oh my God, I'm getting older. But I'm just happy to be here. Yeah. Like, bitch, long as I don't look like I'm headed into the grave, baby, I'm here. Okay? When I need it, I might give me a little Botox. When I get to Cali and get around
but I mean, it don't look like you. I mean, everything is smooth.
Thank you.
So you good.
I'm blessed. I'm not. I said when it's time.
Oh, okay.
I said when it's time. I ain't
right.
gonna be out here doing the most. Even when I get that check to clear, we might upgrade our car, upgrade our living. Might give me a steak or two. But as far as the cosmetic, baby, we good. I ain't crazy. Like, I'm still TheIconNique from the east side of Birmingham. Ain't nothing gonna change.
Is the east side the rough side?
It's not the rough side, but not to play with people from the east side.
Oh.
I mean, Birmingham is Birmingham.
See, the crazy thing, even though it's 2 hours away or something like that from Atlanta, I have never been
to Birmingham. Birmingham is not Atlanta. I'm not trying to make it seem like it's the toughest place to grow up, but Birmingham is mostly the hood. Like, when I say the hood, I mean everybody know everybody. All the kids grew up together. All the kids used to link up and fight. Everybody used to play high, go get it. Like, it's that type of growing up. Like, yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a good childhood where you were instilled with a lot of good things.
Yeah, it's tradition.
Mm-hmm.
We call it tradition.
So, like, as we conclude, you've experienced a lot in life. You've learned a lot in life. And you continue to get up every day with passion, with purpose, and you keep doing your thing. So, for that little girl or boy or whoever that's out there that needs encouragement and needs to know that even though I may feel different, even though I may not know what tomorrow brings in life, I still need to keep it pushing, and I'm worthy and I'm great. Give them a little bit of encouragement.
Okay, so just always remember that your guidance come from up above, and the man above created you. So you are perfect, you are beautiful, you're different. It's okay. Like, just be encouraged. I mean, it may get hard, but at the end of the day, the sun gonna come out, Buki, and guess what? You're a winner, baby. Always remember that. You are a winner, and you are blessed.
Yes. See, that's good. And let the people know where they can find you.
You can follow me on all social media platforms at TheIconNique. That's TheIconNique. And that's Iconique Groom for my grooming page. Just TheIconNique for my personal page. And I really don't get into the Facebook, so yeah. That's too personal. That's for my grandma them. That's when I post pictures.
Oh, okay.
When I got on the tie.
You just don't.
You don't need to follow me on there. Ain't no action on there. You want to see me get on Instagram, baby? It goes down. I be having a time.
So, are there any other things aside from the grooming, aside from the tour, aside from the books that you would like to get into?
I would like to get into competition series. Like The Challenge. That's why I would hope Chasing Reality maybe can be taken mainstream. Like, I'm into like The Challenge, Big Brother, House of Villains. I can see myself on House of Villains. Let's wake it up. Call me. My bad. Maybe that's God telling me it's on the way. But you know, all those type of mainstream opportunities. Like, I would love to get a talent manager or sign up for a talent agency that can really just put me out there. I see myself in Hollywood, baby.
So any talent managers that are out there, any booking agents, all that good stuff, make sure to go ahead and reach out and make that happen, because this man got dreams and goals and visions, and y'all can all get that money together.
Yeah. And we on the way, regardless. And I love you. Even if you call or not, God gonna make a way.
Yeah, always.
He gonna make a way.
Always.
So help me out if you can.
And make sure you guys go ahead and support Dominique. If y'all dog the groom, you accepting clients, right? Now, I know you busy. Are you still accepting clients?
I'm accepting clients.
Consultation first. Call. It'll let you know.
I like that.
Yeah.
Call me.
And thank you guys for tuning in to Be Okay Talk. We'll be back soon with another amazing conversation.
Bye.